You're no longer going to be doing that 9 to 5. So once you retire, what are you going to be doing? How are you going to spend your time? In terms of raising good children, I have to give a shout out to my parents, Daddy K and Mommy K. You guys have done a tremendous job. Once they become older and they get to that last stage of aging, you'd see that they become more emotional. Like, little things can make them bawl out. They'll just be crying. Hello beautiful people, welcome to Life and Living with Lade. On today's episode of Faith Friday, I'm going to be doing stage 4 of the 4 stages of life that I started at the beginning of the month, September. Can you believe September is already over? I can't even believe it. Since I'm obviously not in this stage yet, I am going to just talk about what I have learned from talking to people who are aging, about their life and their experience, and just my general study, noticing how they live their lives. I'm going to be sharing 3 lessons that I've learned from relating with older people, people who are aging, people who have retired. Because all things being equal, everybody's supposed to age. You're supposed to get to that stage as well. So here are 3 things I think you should keep in mind as you prepare to get to that stage. In no particular order, the first one is planning. And this is very important. I believe I said it in the last stage. It cannot be overemphasized. With planning, you plan in terms of finances. What would you like to do after you retire? If you were doing a 9 to 5, you're no longer going to be doing that 9 to 5. So once you retire, what are you going to be doing? How are you going to spend your time? Right before you start to age, the children are probably just leaving college and getting married, and most likely you've invested all that you have into your children because you want their lives to be good, you want their lives to be better. You have to plan for your financial life after you retire, either to consider other streams of income even while you're not working, to sustain you and your wife, because at this point the children will leave the house, they will leave the nest, as they say, and you'll be left with your sweetheart, and you guys will start your love life all over again. So you need to plan. You need to plan, what are we going to do? Where are we going to live? If you were living in a 6-7 bedroom when the children were around, you're not going to be able to maintain a 6 or 7 bedroom when they're gone. It's going to be boring. If you want to, keep up with the memories, you can still stay there and have staff to maintain it for you. But if you just want, a nice cozy bungalow in a big yard with a garden and a farm, that's also nice. So whatever you want, the point is to plan. You have to plan. The second point is to raise good children, and this point, for those who have children and are aging, it's important to raise good children, because once you start aging, at this point you almost become like a child. And you need those people who are close to you, and who can be more close to you than your children at that point, that you can relate with. They can help you. If you raise good children, they'll be able to be there for you. And if you raise them well enough to understand that they also need balance, they need to plan, and everything I said is stage 2 and 3, then you wouldn't even have anything to worry about with finances, because they will be bombarding you with, gifts and things that you would need. That being said, remember my first point of having your own plan, just in case, because sometimes you would think you've raised a child well and then all of a sudden they're doing their own thing. So don't be surprised and don't be disappointed. If you plan, you won't be taken unawares. In terms of raising good children, I have to give a shout out to my parents, Daddy K and Mommy K. You guys have done a tremendous job on your own biological children and in the lives of other people who you kind of adopted along the way, and their lives are a testimony of that. So that's something I learned from my parents, and that's a seed that they have planted, and they will surely reap the reward of what they have sown into the lives of those people, because truth be told, those people have become great. Parents have done a good job raising good children and planting the right seeds in the lives of other children who are not necessarily their biological children. So thumbs up, Daddy K and Mommy K. The third thing I would like for you guys to keep in mind is something I noticed from my grandma, my mom's mom, once she became very much older. In this her aging process, she became fearless, and that's one thing synonymous with most older people. in this fourth stage of aging, they can't say anything to anyone. They have nothing to lose. She became fearless. She could, challenge anybody. Literally, if you were doing something and she thought otherwise, she would just let you know her mind, which she wasn't like that. But I believe aging brought it out. And she became very stubborn. She would want to have her way. She didn't care. She could care less if anybody, she didn't care. Then another thing I learned from, older people who are aging is that they begin to appreciate life better. Especially in men, the men become more emotional. So, dads who used to be those kind of dads that will come and everybody will be running away. Oh my gosh, daddy's here, I can hear his car. Once they become older and they get to that last stage of aging, you'd see that they become more emotional. Like, little things can make them bawl out. You'll just be crying. You'll be wondering, like, is this not the strong man daddy I know? But that's another thing that aging does. It makes you appreciate life. Psalms 90 verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may present to you a heart of wisdom. With aging comes wisdom. As you grow older, you become wiser. So just learn from the people who are already older, because obviously they're wiser. So when you meet older people, talk to them. Don't just scoot over and be like, no, I'm not talking to her. Go closer and talk to them, because you'll be happy you did, and you're going to learn so much. And they will also be happy that you at least even came to talk to them. So be nice and talk to older people, because that's where you're learning for your future. As I said in my last episode, they say life happens, but life happens to those that don't plan. So plan, and let those things that your children give you be extra. So raise good children, raise godly children. And in this sense of raising children, in terms of raising children, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Until next week, don't forget to be the best version of you. Bye.